ओम नमो भगवते गौरचंद्राय। ओम नमो भगवते गौरचंद्राय। ओम नमो भगवते गौरचंद्राय। Hare Krishna, everybody. Today we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 2, entitled Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And today we're going to read out from text number 22. Sete Govinda Chakshak Chaitanya Gosai Jivani starite aiche dayalu aranai. Word to word meaning: Seta, that. Govinda, Govinda. Sakshat, personally. Is personality or personally? It says personality. Personally, yes, personally. Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya. Gosai, Gosai, Jiva, the fallen living entities. Nistarite, to deliver. Aiche, such. Dayalu, a merciful Lord. Ara, another. Nai, there is not. Translation and purport: Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We are so fortunate that tomorrow is our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day, and these words exactly fall into my slot. So, translation: that Govinda personally appears as Chaitanya Gosai. No other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen soul. I say it again. No other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen souls. Purport: having described Govinda in terms of his Brahman and Paramatma features, now the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita advances his argument to prove that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the identical personality. The same Lord Sri Krishna, in the garb of a devotee of Sri Krishna, descended to this mortal world to reclaim the fallen human being who had misunderstood the personality of Godhead even after the explanation of Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna directly instructed that the Supreme is a person. Impersonal Brahman is his glowing effulgence, Paramatma is his partial representation, and all men are therefore advised to follow the path of Sri Krishna. Leaving aside all mundane isms, offenders misunderstood this instruction, however, because of their poor fund of knowledge. Thus, by his causeless, unlimited mercy of Sri Krishna came again as Sri Chaitanya Gosai. The author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita most emphatically stresses that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He is not an expansion of the Prakasha or Vilasa form of Sri Krishna. He is the Swayam Rupa Govinda. Apart from the relevant scriptural evidence forwarded by Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, there are innumerable statements regarding Lord Chaitanya's being the Supreme Lord himself. The following examples may be cited. Now, what's happening here? Srila Prabhupada is giving evidences, because not many people know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is Channa Avatara. Channa means hidden, not revealed to any layman or any Tom, Dick and Harry. It's only been revealed by his dear devotees. And Srila Prabhupada has given 8 references, even though the references are unlimited. But here Srila Prabhupada gives only 8 references from different scriptures. It's not that we are mental speculating. Some people may say, we never heard of him because we never seen on the television. That's what they say. Or actually, we never seen on the television. He doesn't come on television. He only appears in your life by his own causeless mercy. So what are those evidences? It's first, from the Chaitanya Upanishad. गौर सर्वात्मा महापुरुषो महात्मा महायोगी त्रिगुणैते तत्सत्वा रूपा भक्तिम लोका कश्यति. Lord Gora, who is all pervading super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, appears as great saint and a powerful mystic who is above the three modes of nature and is the emblem of transcendental activity. He disseminates the cult of devotion throughout the world. Now the second reference from the Sveta Vatsara Upanishad. Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram Tam Devatanam Paramam Cha Devyatam Patim Patinam Cha Paramam Prasadat Vidma Devam Bhuvaneshwam Idyam. O Supreme Lord, you are the Supreme Maheshwara, the worshipable deity of all the demigods and the Supreme Lord of all lords. You are the controller of all the controllers, the personality of Godhead. The Lord is everything worshipable. Now it's Shvetavasha Upanishad 6.7 furthermore continues, which is 3.2. Mahan Prabhurveya Purushaha Satvaseva Parvaktakaha Sunirmalam Imam Praptim Ishano Jyotir Avyaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Mahaprabhu, who disseminates transcendental enlightenment. Just to be in touch with him is to be in contact with the indestructible Brahma Jyoti. Now from Mundaka Upanishad. Yada Pasya Pasyate Rukma Varnam Kirtaram Isham Purusham Brahma Yonim. One who sees that golden colored personality of Godhead, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Factor, who is the source of the Supreme Brahman, is liberated. Now is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Dhyayam Sada Prabhavam Ghanam Abhishatam Doham Tirthaspadam Shiva Virnichi Nutam Sharanyam Bhartayarthidham Pranta Pala Bhavad Vipotam Vande Mahapurusha Jay Charana Ravindam. We offer our respectful obeisances into the lotus feet of Him, the Lord upon whom one should always meditate. He destroys insults to His devotees. He removes the distresses of His devotees and satisfies their desires. He, the abode of all the holy places and the shelter of all sages. He worshipable by Lord Shiva, is worshipable by Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. He is the boat of the demigods for crossing the ocean of birth and death, which is Bhagavatam 11.5.33. Now, Tektva Sudashtyaja Suripeshta Rajya Lakshmim Dharmishta Arya Vachasa Yad Agad Aranyam Maya Margam Dayatapeshitam Anavadavad Vande Mahapurusha Te Charana Ravindam. We offer our respectful obeisances into the lotus feet of the Lord, upon whom one should always meditate. He left his householder life, leave aside his eternal consort, whom even the denizens of heaven adore. He went into the forest to deliver the fallen soul who are put into illusion by material energy. 11.5.34. Idam nirtyaga rishideva jahasvatriya lokam vibhavashyasi hamshi jagat paritam dharma mahapurusha pasyaji yuganavritam channa kalau. Channa means hidden. Yad abhavastri yuga athasatvam. My Lord, you kill all the enemies of the world in your multifarious incarnation in the families of man, animals, demigod, rishis, aquatic and so on. Thus you illuminate the words with transcendental knowledge. In the age of Kali, O Mahapurusha, you sometimes appears in a covered incarnation, which is Channa, Kalau. Therefore, you are known as Tri-Yuga, one who appears in only 3 yugas. From the Krishna Yamla, another Purana, Punya Kshetre Navadvipe Bhavishya Sachisuta. I shall appear in the holy name land of Navadvipa as a son of Sach Devi. From Vayu Purana, which is number 6, Kalau Sankirtanarambhe Bhavishyami Sachisuta. In the age of Kali, when the Sankirtana movement is inaugurated, I shall descend as the son of Sachi Devi. See, in the age of Kali, when the Sankirtan movement is inaugurated, I shall descend as the son of Sachi. Now, number 7, Brahma Yamla. Atha Bahan Dharadhame Bhutva Mad Bhagva Rupadrik Maya Yamcha Bhavishyami Kalau Sankirtanangame. Sometimes I personally appears on the surface of the Lord in the garb of a devotee. Especially I appear as the son of Sachi in Kali Yuga to start the Sankirtan movement. And last one from the Ananta Samhita. Ya eva Bhagavan Krishno Radhika Prana Vallabha Shrishta Yadhusa Jagannatho Gaura Ashin Maheshwari. The Supreme Person Shri Krishna himself, who is the life of Shri Radharani and is the Lord of the universe in creation, maintenance and annihilation, appears as Gaura or Maheshwari. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Bhutle Shrimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarni Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So now there the 8 references were given by Srila Prabhupada to make us affirm that the Lord we are worshipping in this age of Kali, He is none other than Lord Krishna. The entitle of this chapter itself is called the Supreme Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, this particular avatar is also been called the Golden Avatar. Okay, and when it says it's Krishna, so Krishna is the source of all incarnation. He is not avatar, he is avatari. Avatari means who is the source of all the avatara. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita has been called by 2 names which is same as equal, avatar and avatari. Golden avatar. And he is the source of all the avatar. So it's avatari also been called and avatar. So both are correct. Both are definitely correct. There is no difference in there. Because he is the source of everything. He is the source of everything. So here, when Srila Prabhupada gave 8 references, I would like to give one more add. Actually, I would like to give 3 there, but one is quite very famous, which comes from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, chapter number 5, which is very, very famous. What is that? Krishna Varnam Tusa Krishna Sango Pangashtra Parshadam Yagne Sankirtana Praye Yajanti Hi Sumideshaha. In the age of Kali, only the intelligent people who Sumideshaha, intelligent, only the intelligent people take up the process of congregational chanting. Because Sri Krishna come as his own devotee, who is Krishna Varnam, golden form. He's telling how Sango Pangash, Sango means associating with, how his other associates, Parshad, his consorts, his associates. Who are these? Devotees, they are unlimited. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, and it's still carrying on. Yeah, Rupa Goswami in his teaching, he offers a wonderful prayer addressing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with a particular word. When we pay obeisances in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's deity, so what prayer do we chant? Namo Mahavadanyaya. Mahavadanyaya, most magnanimous, most merciful. Krishna Prema Padayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Tvishe Namaha. Namo Maha, there is no Lord. Even in the translation it says, no other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen soul. Sometimes the acharyas, they compare the Lila of Krishna, like Krishna Lila and Gauri Lila. Even though there is no difference between Krishna Lila and Gaur Lila, they simultaneously exist and they simultaneously give pleasure to their devotees. But still they say the Gauri Lila is very superior. First of all, there is no difference. There is no superiority. But in a Gauri Lila, in the incarnation, when Lord Krishna himself appeared as his own devotee to show the world how to be a devotee. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, Krishna, when he gave Bhagavad Gita 5,500 years back, then what was his demand? Because he is very strict. Krishna is very, very strict. If you see, if any householder or anybody or any devotee would like to have their own personal deities, no spiritual master straightway tells them, you have to take Radha Krishna straightaway. Because their demand is very high, their standard is very high. They don't even allow you have to carry Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadramai. First they say, please get Gauranitai. Because they don't take offenses. Otherwise, if you carry other deities, there are some sets, rules and regulations. You need to do those things. But here, Gaura Nitai, they are only pleased. Even in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Prabhupada says that everybody wants to worship the deity, yes? Radha Krishna, Gaura Nitai, everybody. But it's not everybody possible to get on the altar at the same time. But still, they can worship all together at the same time. How? By chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the best way to worship Gaura Nitai. That is the best way to worship Gaura Nitai. In Canto 9, Shukracharya, where the pastime comes where Vaman Dev, he captures Bali Maharaj. Okay, when he offers everything to him. And then Shukracharya stops his disciple. What are you doing, you foolish disciple? Don't give everything to him. He is none other than Vishnu. He will take away everything. He says, no worries, I will give it to him. Because he is my Lord and I have promised. I have took the Achman. He gave it. Okay, and when everything settles down, then Lord Vaman Dev, he takes Shukracharya on the side because he is going to chastise Shukracharya. He says, Shukracharya, you are well learned in the Vedic scriptures. So how come this foolishness advice came into your mind when all the Vedas says that you need to offer everything to Vishnu? Yagnat karmano anyatra loko karma bandhana. If you don't do that, then karma bandhan will be there. So you know it very well, then why did you stop your disciple? Then he asked for the forgiveness. And later on, he quotes or he chants a beautiful verse. Tantrasta mantrasta chidram desha kala araha vastuta sarvam karoti nishchidram anusankirtanam tava. That there will be always a discrepancy worshipping the Lord, offering the flower, because many times we can see darshans are not open on time, pujaris are not there on the time, their mood are not there in the proper consciousness to offer. Okay, sometime something here and there, something. So there will be a discrepancy always. Time, place, circumstancing, offering paraphernalia and many other things. And these all discrepancies can go away. How? Anu Sankirtanam Tava. As soon as your holy name starts, your Sankirtan starts, all the discrepancies, it fills up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can see Srila Prabhupada has such a firm faith on this holy name, when he opened any temple, when he is installing any deities, he always says a kirtan has to be there. Any arti is happening, kirtan has to be there. Any class is happening, kirtan has to be there. Everything, because a Kali Yuga people, see, Shukracharya, he was a person of a Sati Yuga, and how pure, how powerful, how knowledgeable he was. He had a Shakti of Sanjeevani mantra. If somebody dies, he can bring the life back. That powerful he was. He himself is saying कि all are rituals. There is always a discrepancy, there is always a problem, there is an imperfectness will be there. But as soon as your Sankirtan, your holy name starts, everything completes. Because holy name completes everything. I'm pretty much sure those who are worshipping the Lord on the altar, of course, because we are the product of Kali Yuga, the residents of Kali Yuga, okay, our mind is always disturbed with the lusty desires. A person who has to be on the altar, his mind has to be supremely pure, because he's a Brahmana and he is doing worship. Instead of meditating upon the Lord, he should not meditate upon anybody else. But as soon as he turns and offers everything, the eyes goes on other people and say, oh, such a beautiful girl, such a beautiful man, just agitated. So it's an offense. But as soon as the holy name starts, everything covers up. Everything completely covers up, because he is the Yuga avatar. Which avatar? Yuga avatar. Krishna has been called as a Tri Yuga, that he came as a Tri Yuga in a different color. Satya Yuga, white, Treta Yuga, red, and Dwaparupa, black, and in Kali Yuga, Pita Varna, golden, yellowish. And for this thing, Jagannath Das Babaji, because just few weeks back we celebrated his disappearance day, and I was reading out his life, how he was doing. At the end of his life, he instructed few instructions to his disciple, which actually meant for everybody out here, because Bhakti Vinod Thakur was taking Siksha, instruction from Jagannath Das Babaji. And you know that when Bhakti Vinod Thakur, when he was in his mid of his life or somewhere end of his life, he wanted to find out where is the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, then he went there, but he knows there is one Param Vaishnava, Sarvabhauma. If he chant his mantra, Jagannath Babaji, it says Sarvabhauma. Wake him up. So Sarvabhauma means the jewel of all the Vaishnava. He's the jewel of all the Vaishnava. So he said only one person who chants the holy name very purely, only he can confirm whether this place is a birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or not. And it was saying he was really 140 plus years. And he was like a C shape, like C, he was bent like this. He can't even walk. His disciple Bihari Das has to carry him in a basket. He said, okay, let's take Jagannath Das Babaji to the place. So as soon as Jagannath Babaji was not able to do anything, Bihari was doing completely everything, cleaning his stool, cleaning his bed, making everything for him, because he was just only chanting. And as soon as they reached the birthplace of Chaitanya, he jumped out of the basket and he started dancing, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. And that was confirmed, this is a birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what he's saying here, I'm going to read out for you. The 3 points I picked up here. Jagannath Babaji is saying, to realize the supreme goal of life, you must repeat Harinam regularly and steadfastly. Steadiness. What is there? A steadiness, what is there? Means you have to be steady in your practice. Steadiness is so important that it must be maintained even the cost of one's life. It should not be like graph like that. Sometime my mind is good, health is okay, everything is good in my life, then I will chant Hare Krishna, then I will do the service to the Lord. No, in any situation, your steadiness in your spiritual life must be there, because everything is temporarily, only the Harinam is permanent. And ahead he says, never forget Gora, which is the second instruction. Never forget Gora, who is more merciful and benevolent than Krishna. Krishna is like just a ruler who takes into account your offenses in his administration for justice. Gora does not take your offenses into account. Such a relief. Gora does not take. Whereas Krishna is more interested in the dispensation of justice, Gora is more interested in the distribution of mercy. From this point of view, Gaura Kirtan is more useful than Krishna Kirtan. Gaura Kirtan means Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya Nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhaktavinda. Even though if you don't know, many learned scholars, they say that Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda, this mantra is even more powerful than Hare Krishna mantra. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said you have to chant Hare Krishna, so we chant Hare Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prabhupada emphasized we don't need to chant any other mantra. Only these two mantras are enough to take you back to Godhead. First chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya and then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. No need to do anything addition anymore. Because it's already is more powerful is there. You don't even know how powerful it is. When we started our life with chanting Krishna, Hare Krishna mantra, we have been taught by our senior, no, you have to chant first Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, because during chanting, so many offenses we do through our mind. We think about opposite sex. We think about, many other, making money out of it, making ourselves popular, name, fame, prestige, kam, what is that? Kanak Kamani Pratishtha. So much we just make plan during our japa. Other day we are okay. But as soon as the japa starts, we start making plan. How can I become the ambassador of these three things? Kanaka Kamani and Pratishtha. So that's a great offense during offenses. of the chanting of the holy name. So that's why they say you chant this Hare Krishna, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mantra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Panch Tattva mantra, and then it can nullify your offense. But that does not mean we have to take as an advantage, okay, let's chant this and we can think anything. No, that means we have to purify our existence. Because Mahaprabhu knows that the people of Kali Yuga, they are so degraded that they cannot be uplifted by anybody else. Who has seen this vision? Who saw the vision in Chaitanya, in Gaura Lila? Advaita Acharya. The purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance in this material world, they had many purposes. If you read out, they say this purpose, this purpose, this purpose, and the most primary purpose was to relish the mood of Srimati Radharani. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combination of two personalities, Krishna and Radharani. In the mood of Radharani, he is Krishna himself. That was his main cause. But other cause, which here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada write that Advaita Acharya, he felt that in Kali Yuga, see how many years back? 550 years back. He felt that the people of Kali Yuga, like I'm talking about 500 years back, what to speak about now, you can see what is the condition now, that people were becoming so materialistic, so materialistic. And he says, I have tried my level best. I cannot do it. Even though he is Vishnu Tattva. He himself is Lord Vishnu. It is a combination of Vishnu and Sadashiv. He is a combination of two personality. He says, even though I am Bhagavan, also, I am also Vishnu Tattva, but I cannot do it. So let me call Chaitanya, let me call Krishna, let me worship him. And then he himself, because he says, this is your world. They are your people. Now you only have to fix it. I cannot do it. Then he start worshipping in Shantipur. How many have you been there, Shantipur? Have you seen the Shila? A wonderful Shila. I've seen. In 2022, I was fortunate enough to go in Shantipur there. I saw this is the 14th generation of Advaita Acharya they are worshipping. A wonderful Shila. And how he worshipped? Only just by two paraphernalia. Ganges water and Tulsi leaves. And he worshipped and he invited, oh my Lord, please kindly appear. And then Mahaprabhu says, oh Nada, I am coming. He used to call out of love to Advaita Acharya Nada. He says, I am coming, I am coming. So when he came here, as we all know, it was only one purpose. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, he know that I gave the instruction in Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years back. Okay? In 45 minutes, Arjuna understood. And if we take 40 lifetime also, we cannot understand. Prabhupada gave word-to-word meaning, translation, purport, and there are so many Bhakti Shastris are happening, so many overviews are there, still nothing is going in our mind. Nothing is going in our mind because the demand is there. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tamas tathaiva bhajame ham. The way you worship me, the way I will worship you. That is the deal with Krishna. But what is the deal with Gauranga Mahaprabhu? If you don't worship me, still I will give you Krishna prema. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna prema pradayate. Still I will give you the prema. I mean, who can be more merciful than him who says that I'm not demanding anything from you. I will give you. Nityananda Prabhu, he caught whom? Raghunath Das Goswami. He was paying obeisances from far distance. Get that thief here. He's a thief. He's a thief. Get him here. And they all got him. And Nityananda Prabhu, hold his collar or whatever, his whole body, and put his feet and rubbing on his head. He says, you are a thief. You cannot get Mahaprabhu without my blessings. Even he is even more merciful than Mahaprabhu. And his devotees are even more merciful than him. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, don't preach this message to the faithless person. Prabhupada said, right, but the devotees of the Gaura, they are even more merciful than Gaura. They take the risk and they still preach it. That Srila Prabhupada has proved it. If he couldn't have come here in America, and to whom he gave the knowledge? The most degraded people. They were really rejected by the society, by their own family. Srila Prabhupada picked them up and he gave them Gauranga. See, when Srila Prabhupada started chanting at Tompkins Square Park, did he get a people or the audience around him who were wearing dhoti, kurta and tilak? Who were these people? Hippies, completely ignorant and rejected by that. And Srila Prabhupada chanted for so many months. One time Srila Prabhupada started speaking, okay, let me tell you about some philosophy. No, Swamiji, we are not interested. We just want to do, because all the hippies, they were carrying some kind of musical instrument. Some guitar, some cymbals, some flute, some saxophone, something. So they were coming and joining. So when they became purified over the period of time, then they say, Swamiji, what do you mean by this Hare Krishna? Then Prabhupada says, now you are ready to hear the philosophy. Because everybody here, they have their own philosophy to tell. But they are not ready to accept the authority. What is the authorized statement? What is the authorized process? Other day, we were doing book distribution when we went out to the Union Square Park, there outside, because it was a nice sunny day. And I approached one person. I said, sir, would you like to take this book? It's a perfection of yoga. It's about spirituality. No. I do my own spirituality. I have my own way. I said, sir, how can you find your own way? Why don't you try the formula? That formula has been authorized by many other spiritualistics. Why don't you try? I said, does it really work? Is there any formula is already invented? I said, of course, sir. The formula is already been invented. The formula already been tested. You just have to apply in your life. And he says, really, I never thought that. Then he took the book. I said, is there any money? But I don't have any money. He said, yes, there is only one price. I will give you as free. The price is you have to promise me to read 1 page a day. He says, yes, that I will do. Because people are there. All of us, if we see those who are here, Western here, devotees, all of you see, somehow that you came into the contact of the Harinam. Haven't you? You became purified. Either by abusing or anything. Bhagavatam says completely, if somebody by jokingly say Hare Krishna or insultingly or anything uses just to chant the holy name, his material life is done. Like there is a Hollywood movie also came. It was just mentioning. They were making fun of us. They were saying, oh, are you Hare Krishna or you Hare Krishna? But anyway, when they presented the brahmacharis, the devotees, they are in Hollywood, so how many people have watched and how many people have joked about it? But how? More or less they chanted the holy name. And one day they will be purified. And very soon they will be purified. Why Srila Prabhupada emphasizes? Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasizes? Because before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, his main purpose was also there, that now I have to do preaching. Because Ishwarapuri was very old. So there was no concept of taking the holy name out of the house, out of the town or out of the country. There was no concept. So Mahaprabhu says its only purpose, if we take this holy name and make it on the street as a congregational chanting. Yugdharm Harinam Sankirtan. Sankirtan. Congregational chanting. Because people are not inclined to come to your home and listen to you Krishna Katha, Gaur Katha or chant holy name inside the house. If the people are not coming, so let's go outside and meet them. Hey, why are you not coming? So you cannot come, so we are coming to you. So that's why Prabhupada says, go outside. Nobody will stay in the temple until you have a service. Those who don't have a service, go outside and do Harinam. Do book distribution, chant more holy name, because this holy name is so powerful that it travels in the ether. I don't know whether you know it or not. There are 5 types of elements, gross element. Even this gross looks like subtle. Space, ether. Bhumi aponalo vayu khamano buddhi evacha ahankara idyame bhinna prakishti ashtada. So one of it either means space. So if we say anything bad, any criticism, anything, we say something bad, so that word is also spinning around in the space. So whoever comes in the contact, they feel negativity. So in a similar way, when the holy name has been chanted, it travels in the space. So whoever comes into the contact of the holy name, there is a spiritual or positive vibration. It touches their body. It's a subtle or a gross both. That's why we have to be chant as louder as possible outside when we go for Harinam. Yeah, because we don't know which soul or how many souls will be attracted by chanting the holy name. When the 6 Grahastha disciples of Srila Prabhupada, when they were chanting in America, so who was got impressed by that, or who's got affected or touched by that? George Harrison, or many other like him. He was traveling in the car and he saw, who are these people? Who are these people they are doing? And he put his window down and he heard something. Drum, some symbol, some sound, some mantra, and this and that. When these people, by the order of Srila Prabhupada, these 3 Grahasthas, 6 people, when they went to England to do preaching over there, and they were chanting, and they were saying, let me go and approach some big personality. And George Harrison says, where have you been, all you people? I was looking for you, to meet you, to know what mantra do you chant. I'm really into it. I'm also really into it. But we have to be very mindful that this mantra has to be chanted or heard by the lips of a pure devotee. Only that it will work. Otherwise not. There's one pastime there that Allen Ginsberg, he went to India and he got this Hare Krishna Mahamantra and he was chanting before meeting Srila Prabhupada. But it didn't affect him. When he met Srila Prabhupada and he heard from the lips of a pure devotee, then his life started changing. You may hear, Prabhupada says, that means the milk is a nectar. It nourishes you. Okay? But once this milk is touched by the lips of a servant, then it's a poison to you. So the mantra has to be received in a proper disciplic succession there. Sampradaya vihina nishpalete ye mantras mataha. That this mantra only will purify. Usually I say, how I say, this mantra, no doubt it's a bullet. If I throw a single bullet on you, does it will hurt you? But if I put that same bullet in a gun and then I shoot you, then you are Haribol. So same as this mantra is a single bullet, but this mantra is being received through sampradaya. So the gun is there, the blessing is there of all the sampradayas, all the acharyas and Lord Krishna. When that gun is used, then Maya is finished. Then you can kill the Maya. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, furthermore, either in Ante Lila or Madhya Lila, when he was speaking to Ram Rai Prabhu, he says, Ram Rai Prabhu, or not? Ramananda. Ramananda Roy. So Ram Rai Prabhu is also here, because he's also doing the same thing, Harinam for 14 years. Yeah. So, Ramananda Roy, he asked, because when they were having the conversation, they says, in Navada Bhakti, chanting, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Samanam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. What is the most important process? He said, chanting the holy name. It is the most wonderful seva, or most important. The primary focus has to be there. But that does not mean by taking the advantage of this holy name, I can remove or cut off all my services. The first duty of the spiritualist is to finish their round as early as possible in the Brahma Muhurta time. Finish as early as possible. And then take up your other services. For that purpose, Mahaprabhu has only come. Because he has seen these people cannot do any kind of austerity. They cannot do. So Mahaprabhu has to come himself to being as a devotee. Because he was there as a Lord. He instructed as a Guru. Arjuna, I want you to be my devotee. Man mana mad bhakto mad yaji mam namaskuru. You have to become my devotee. You have to pay obeisances to me. You have to offer everything to me. You have to you do everything to me. Yad karoshi, yad ashnashti. So many things he said. Arjuna understood and he did. But conditional soul like us, we are struggling to offer. No, because we are so much attached. How can we offer to ourselves? How can we offer our money? How can we offer our family member? No, Mahaprabhu says, Krishna says, let me come as my own devotee. And I set an example how to be a devotee. I set an example how to be a spiritual master. Now I have to set an example how to be a devotee. Then he offered everything. He offered his life. He offered his mother. He offered his wealth. He offered his intelligence, he offered his voice, he offered practically everything in the service of the Lord. So that's what we have to do the same thing if we have been called ourselves as a Gaur Bhakt Vrind, the devotee of Gaura. The way Gaura did, we have to do the same thing. We have to offer whatever we have in the service of the Lord. If you have intelligence, use it. You have wealth, use it. You have any skill, use it. The way Mahaprabhu did. And then see the magic. And every time anything's happened, 24 hours, he is teaching everybody, Yare dekha, tare kaha, Krishna updesh. But what we do? Yare dekha, tare kaha, apna updesh. So we don't have to give apna. Apna means my updesh. We have to give Krishna updesh. Exactly speak the way Krishna has said. Prabhupada said it's very simple to become a spiritual master. Just repeat what you have heard from your bona fide authority. No need to do any adding, any subtraction. Just present simply. Because you are being blessed. If anybody is here doing anything in this movement, they are really, really blessed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Parampara. Because without their mercy, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. Especially in this country here in America. It's super difficult because everybody is using a negative word, abusive word. And that abusive word is traveling in the ether, in the space. So let's chant as many as we can chant, as loud as we can chant, so it can counteract and make purify others also. Okay, already it's 10 minutes to go. I would like to take question answers or any comments. Do we have mic?
Yes.
So kindly use the mic. Yeah. Because we have a very powerful weapon, Brahmastra. This holy name is super powerful. There is no other hope. Krishna himself is holy name. So chant with purity. Keep aside all our desires, all our duties, all our other things. When you are chanting, just chant. No other thing. Because many powerful practitioners, they say, when you are chanting, just only chant. Don't do any other things. Okay,
really hear it.
Sure, definitely. Where is your other one?
This one only has one. We can send
One
it
in there.
tomorrow. We have
Okay,
two.
no problem. Prabhu, please keep your answer short and clear.
Yes, if I heard right, I think you said that chanting is effective when it is spoken from the words of a pure devotee. So when we chant rounds in the morning, will it be effective?
Of course. The question is, Prabhu saying, I chant when this chanting has been heard from the mouth of pure devotee, does it work? And if I do chant in the morning, does it will affect? That's your question, yeah? Yes, that is the recommendation. We have to chant only in the morning. That is the first preference. It's called Brahma Muhurta time. I always give an example. If you have your aeroplane, does aeroplane can fly in any other way? It needs a proper runway. You cannot take it to the stadium or any other normal road here, like M1, M80, whatever the roads are there. No, because the plane has its own runway to take off or to fly properly. And the runway of your spiritual life is early in the morning. But if you try to fly your spiritual life in other part of the day, you can see how hard it is. You struggle to finish your 16 round till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night. Because we don't know the value. The first is always because all the demonic people, they are sleeping that time. It says they are not wake up, they are not abusing, because that is the only time they go. It says in Bhagavad Gita, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutani. Okay, when there is a time for a spirituality, for a sadhu to wake up, that's 3 o'clock, that is the time for materialistic to go to bed, because they come from the pub and party. And when the sadhu goes to sleep and they wakes up, good morning. For them it's good morning, 9 o'clock in the night. So recommendation is always chant. If you have services on the altar, that's a different thing. But try to finish your chant round as early as possible.
Yeah, thank you so much. So my question is not about time, but about who is chanting. I think you said that chanting is effective when a pure devotee chants.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I am not a pure
No.
devotee, so if I am chanting,
that means I said कि you have to take the mantra from the pure devotee. So you have to chant with your mind. Means कि when you take something you have to take, like we took from Srila Prabhupada, and then Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, they took from his spiritual master, and now we took from him. Now if you have taken this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra from whom? From the devotee, and their devotees are connected to the Sampradaya. So it's the same power. So you have to chant with purity. Practice. Yeah. Anybody else? Hadai Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. This purport mentions a lot of references
Yes.
to Chaitanya.
Yes.
One of them was Chaitanya Upanishad.
Chaitanya Upanishad.
Which among, if you look at it, I was thinking about why, if it's so clear in the Upanishads, in Shastra, that Lord Chaitanya is Swayam Bhagavan Govinda himself,
Yeah.
then why, if it's in the Upanishads, why is everybody not accepting Lord Chaitanya as Krishna?
Swayam Rupa Bhagwan.
Yeah, I was thinking, what is the result of somebody who doesn't accept Lord Chaitanya as Krishna, but accepts him as a great
Saint. Saint, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Would they be purified as well?
Yes. So the Prabhu's question is ki, when it has been said in Chaitanya Upanishad that openly that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, then why people are not accepting it? Because that's their individual will. Even though Shukracharya himself, as I gave the example, Lord Vishnu, who is Vamandev, he chastised. You know the conclusion of all the Vedas, that everything has to offer to Vishnu. Then why you are not doing it? Because Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Apaharta Chetasam Vyavasatmika Buddhi Samadhauna Vidiyate. If the tendency is to enjoy, to being in an opulent, then we all see, our spiritual master also has said so many instruction, but how much 100% are we following it? No, we neglect. So what to speak about in the Shastra? Shastra has said everything has to offer to Vishnu, but so many people are there that no, we can offer to many other demigods. So it is an individual will, Prabhu. And also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Channa, hidden. He may know or he may not know. If the person is so fortunate and have a full faith on the Vedic scripture, then only he can immediately know, oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also there. Yeah, in India, of course, what to speak about Western people, in India, many people, I didn't know that. Before joining Hare Krishna movement, I didn't know that. But my school, where I am from, Chandigarh, there is a Sector 20, there is a Chaitanya Gaudiya Math Mandir. And in the big broad board there, it has written in Hindi, Chaitanya Gaudiya Math Mandir. And my 15 years of my school, because my school was coming, because my home, Chaitanya Math Mandir, and my school. So I always go 2 times. Going and coming, and I always read Chaitanya, 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 Chaitanya. And I thought in my mind, one day I will go into that place, let me see what's there. Because every day I was reading that name, Chaitanya, Chaitanya. Chaitanya means living force. I was reading that. Then, through the period of my life, I got purified by chanting knowingly or unknowingly. It was my choice whether I should accept him or not. But when I start reading the books of Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam, everything, they are giving evidence. Even Jagannath Das Baba, they gave, okay, in this Kali Yuga, we have to chant the name of Yuga Avatara, Gauranga. That's why if you see Navdeep, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, everywhere it's going on. And Mahaprabhu said, chant Hare Krishna. And but they also chant, they say, oh Mahaprabhu, you are also yourself, you are Vishnu. No, you are Swayam Bhagavan, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. He just closes his eyes, say, I'm not Vishnu, don't tell me. So that's his humility. Why is he saying? Not any Tom, Dick and Harry or any layman man call himself being as a supreme, like a big man in a bhakti, or call himself, yes, Mahaprabhu also said, I am Vishnu, so I can also say myself Vishnu. No, we have to be humble. His whole teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in 8 verses of Shikshashtam. We have to come to the conclusion, Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virhena Me. We have to make this whole world to feel as ourselves, it has no value to me in the separation of Govinda. So we have to come to that platform. And he did. He left his beautiful consort, he left his mother, which has like no husband, and practically everything. Govinda Virhena me. I'm ready to offer everything in the service of Lord. I don't care. This whole Jagat looks to me zero, nil. So it's about individual side. That's my answer. If anybody would like to add anything into that, most welcome to it. So actually, at least I can catch.
I was hearing that Chaitanya Upanishad is not part of the 108 Upanishad. So therefore it's not commented by other acharyas. It is separate or it has come later on.
Yes, because it's Chaitanya Upanishad.
Yeah.
It is
It's
Chaitanya.
not actually Upanishad.
If it says it's Upanishad, in one sense we need to check the reference, because if Srila Prabhupada has given in a purport, because that's his writing, means it has a value. But why it's not been there in 108? Because of course it's not only 108 Upanishad, but there are sub Upanishads also. We need to check out.
100 actually Mukhya Upanishad there are only few, like 10 or 11, like Isha, Ken and all that.
Yeah,
All sub and Mukhya, all inclusive is
108. So maybe we need to check out, because I have no reference to it whether it's Upanishad, because it may be Upanishad or it is Upanishad, because Srila Prabhupada has done here Chaitanya Upanishad. It's saying that, because even the devotee also write anything about the Lord, even if it's not in the Shastra, it is considered as a Shastra also. Such as Srila Prabhupada, after his departure, Sasuru Maharaj wrote Prabhupada Lila Mrita. So it's not less than Shastra. It is not less than
The
Shastra.
only thing is Upanishad carries a heavy title.
Yeah, Upanishad, yeah, it does carry, but if it has been written, I'm just saying, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance, so it has been written by his pure devotee, and it should be considered as Shastra, because it's glorifying the Lord. Any literature is glorifying the Lord under the disciplic succession, it should be considered as Shastra. That's the...
So my question was, as we were mentioning in the talk, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful that he simply gives his mercy even if someone doesn't worship him.
Yes.
And in the subsequent lines, I think you mentioned the example of Raghunath Das Goswami,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
actually brought him forward and gave his mercy.
Yeah.
So my question is, will someone actually get mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu if they actually don't worship him?
They don't worship him? Yes, they do get. But suppose I am a big man, okay, and someone is very ordinary man, and he wants to shake hands with me, okay, I'm not available. But if I am giving my hand to him, now it's his duty whether he wants to shake with me or not. Mercy is there. Causeless mercy is there. You don't have a qualification, still I am giving you. But it's also the individual will of the individual living entity whether he wants to get the mercy or not. Now his duty. Krishna is saying, take the mercy. And now it's a call of the other party, whether this party is pious enough, intelligent enough to take or not. Just like, Prabhu, I am giving you a visa to go to America. I give you. You worked so hard throughout your whole life, you are not getting enough. Now the government has become causeless, merciful, take the visa. Now it's your call, whether with that mercy you want to go or not. So the jiva is like that. We go outside, we all go outside, preach, come chant Hare Krishna with us, come chant. How many people come, how many chant, how many stays, how many goes, and how many ignores. It's an individual call. Swatantra Ichha, selfless desire. Desire is there. So due to our individual desire, we are stuck. Due to individual desire. Mahaprabhu is giving, you take, but why don't you take? That's the call. Yeah, individual ichha. Okay, time's up. Thank you so much. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.